Hey, I'm Matt Davis. Thank you for joining me. This is an hour-long vinyasa flow class. Today's theme is, oh mate, my computer broke this morning. And obviously I teach yoga on it. I do a lot of stuff with it. And so you might want to find a comfortable seat for this chat. But I was amazed at how freaked out I was. And then I went and got a new computer, which is currently in the other room, loading up. And then I tried to sort of transfer the data from one computer to the other. And they said, oh, you need a cable, which they hadn't given me before. I said, no problem. How much is the cable? This bit's $50 and this bit's $30. So I said, here's $80 for a bit of cable. And I think it's safe to say that I'm a bit stressed. So fortunately, I have some, this is called adaptive oil. It's from, I think the company's based in Utah. They're called doTERRA. But for today's practice, I'm gonna take a little bit of that essential oil and just rub it on my chest, just to calm down a bit. Because sometimes little things that shouldn't be annoying really shake us up, and then they become compounded and they become more and more difficult. And it's amazing to me how messed up I can get, even though I teach yoga, over these little things. So my goal today is to kind of ground myself a little bit here on the mat. There's been a lot of up and down this morning. So for the next hour, or for the next 56 minutes, let's just try and, I guess, calm ourselves, try to become a little less reactive, and focus on some of those really positive things that are going on. So I'm going to begin by just regulating the breath. And to do that, I'm going to inhale deeply. And exhale. Oh, one breath has made me feel better. That's amazing. Let's do a few more. When we're stressed, we breathe in a shallow way, so keep those deep breaths coming. Two more. I'm bringing my hands together above the head and bring them to heart center. My mind is racing so much that I can't take some still, calm breaths without it running off. So I think most of us have been in that situation, but that's a good sign that it's a good idea to try. So I'm going to cover my right nostril and I'm going to inhale for 4 through the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Out the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the right for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. I invite you to take some of those breaths with me. Let's do in and out, 3 times. And I'll see you back here on the left side. So starting on the left side. Good. Crown of the head just reaching up to the sky here. Let's inhale for on. Inhale. And exhale. Om. Magyana Timarandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militanyena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. That little Sanskrit invocation there, just thanking the teachers who taught my teachers, who taught their teachers. The idea that teacher brings you from the darkness into the light, and it's a sort of traditional beginning to the yoga practice. I find it helpful to just ground in that, and it makes me feel a bit more humble. And I hope that you found that Nadi Shodhana breath a little balancing and a little calming. I did, so that's nice. My left hand going down to the mat now, my right hand rising up high on the inhale. And just coming over, that left shoulder coming slightly forward there, so the kind of gaze coming up to the left, to the middle finger of the right hand, and inhaling all the way from the low belly into the upper chest. Filling the body with breath, and exhaling. Filling again. Changing sides. The great thing about the breath is that we get the chance to re-begin, we hit reset every time we breathe in. So no matter how stressed we are, and how difficult the day's been so far, we can turn it off and turn it on again. Hands down. Good, so neck rolls now, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder, and then back around, and then exhaling forward. Inhaling, and exhaling around. And inhaling, and exhaling around. Then we go the opposite direction on the inhale, and exhaling on the exhale. Coming forward, inhale back, and exhaling down. Inhaling back, and exhaling around. Good, bringing the head back into a neutral position. And we're coming over into a tabletop. I'd like you to join me in your yoga practice today, but take it at your pace. So if you want to at any point come back and take a child's pose, just to rest and recuperate, that is entirely up to you. This isn't a competition. This is about getting your body and its needs met. So the breath is a good teacher. Inhaling up for a cow and then exhaling over for a cat shape. But really listen to your body, tuning in to where you are today. You may not be stressed. You may be very calm. You may be surprised at how calm you suddenly feel after doing that breath, or the change in the body, just as a result of grounding those hands and those knees down into the mat. There's really no right or wrong answer with yoga. I'm always amazed at what my body can tell me every time I begin and go through these practices, these asanas that folks have taught other folks, and we are all lucky to benefit from. But it always amazes me when I actually start my practice, kind of what's waiting for me here on the mat. I'm going to inhale and bring that right foot down and just roll out the hamstring behind me. On the inhale, breathing right into that hamstring. Yeah, nice. And exhaling, just rolling forward a bit on the ball with the right foot. Inhaling back into that hamstring. And exhaling back forward onto that right foot. Nice. Just bringing that knee down now. And inhaling to bring the left foot back. Oh, sometimes the left hamstring is different from the right, isn't it? That's okay. Just listening to what the body's saying to us today. Really breathing into that stretch. Good. I'm going to come up onto those toes and just take a plank pose. You don't have to. If you want to take it on the knees, that's fine. My shoulders are directly over my hands. Fingers spread nice and wide. I'm just coming up onto the ball of those feet just to sort of engage the muscles of the core,
bringing my navel into my spine, and inhaling to roll back into the first downward dog of the day. Good. Taking a deep breath there, and then inhaling to roll forward, back into my plank pose. That's how we know that the alignment's right. We don't need to move back and forward with our hands or feet. Inhaling back, and exhaling forward. Inhaling back, and riding there for a moment. Just noticing the hands spread nicely on the mat, so I can really see the colour of the mat between my fingers there. And you may not bring the heels down to the ground. Maybe the heels are still up, but I like to really connect my belly with the upper thighs here, because it allows me to get that right shape in the back. My ears between the line of the two arms. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling deeply and exhaling. Nice. Inhale, just roll forward again into plank. And I'm exhaling just to bring the knees back down to the mat. Good. And now I'm going to bring the chest down. And now the chin. And I'm just going to inhale and just raise my hands up slightly. And exhale back down to the mat. And inhale. Ah, yes. They call this the baby cobra shape. I always like to think of myself as a little snake at this point. And then exhaling over into our downward dog once again. Nice. Just finding ourselves to ride there. And then just tippy-toeing forward. So I'm bringing the feet between the hands eventually, but it's going to take me about 5, maybe 10 little steps. No rush. When I get there, I'm in a forward fold shape. I'm going to tuck my shirt in. It's always a good point to make sure your attire suits your mood. I'm just going to make sure that my forward fold is nice and graceful here. So I am actually keeping a bend in the knees, and that means my belly is going to connect with the upper thighs. And I can then release my elbows and sort of sway left and right just a touch. Ah, yes, inhaling deeply and exhaling into that forward fold. Nice. Good, inhale. I'm going to ragdoll up, so it's as if someone's got a string on the back of my shoulders and I'm just bringing my head up to the top. Crown of the head's the last thing to arrive. Hands facing forwards. Tadasana, mountain pose. This is where I set my intention. My intention today is to be adaptive, to be calm. Obviously saying to oneself, calm down, never helps. But to just kind of go with the flow and like really rely on my breath. That's what I'm doing today. And it's up to you how you want to set your intention, but just breathe into the intention. There we go. Inhale, my arms rising up, connecting above me in a prayer. Exhaling, folding forward, hinging at those hips. So I come back down into my forward fold. And then inhaling for a halfway lift or flat back. My hands on my shins there. The really important thing is that back is so flat you could balance a glass of water on it if you wanted. And then on the exhale, slipping that right leg to the back of the mat, dropping the right knee, untucking the right toes. At this point, you might want to just heel toe that left foot slightly further forward if you like a deeper stretch here. The stretch coming in the right thigh as I inhale, bring those arms up above me for Anjaneyasana. Really feeling that stretch in the right thigh as I inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale just to frame that front foot, bringing it to the back of the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward into plank. Exhale, dropping the knees, and then the chest, and then the chin, and then inhaling, coming forward into baby cobra, untucking the toes, and exhaling over, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes high, keeping those right toes square, and then exhaling, stepping through between the hands, dropping that left knee down to the ground and untucking the toes. Again here, I'm just heel toeing my right foot forward a little, just to get a slightly deeper stretch in that left thigh when I do come up into my Anjaneyasana. I've been playing a lot of squash lately, and I really feel it in those thighs and hamstrings when I really come into this deep stretch. And it's really actually quite pleasant. I quite enjoy this moment of arrival on the mat. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then exhaling framing that front foot, bringing the back foot to meet it, forward fold. Nice. Inhale, arms rising overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, reconnecting with our intention. Remembering what we're here for, what we're trying to achieve. Very good. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, flat halfway lift, flat back. And then exhale, step the left leg back, dropping the left knee. Again, you might want to heel toe that right foot forward. And inhale, Anjaneyasana. Nice. Coming into a nice expression of that open pose before we exhale, frame the front foot, bring it to the back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin here if you choose, or if you're ready, you can take Chaturanga Dandasana, which is like a little kind of half push-up. So keeping those elbows in towards the sides of the body, and then you inhale up into a nice upward facing dog. Be careful not to crunch those lower vertebrae. Keep that lower belly engaged, the core nice and sucked in towards the spine, and then exhale over into our downward facing dog. Very nice. Inhale, left leg goes high, left toes square to the mat, stepping through between the hands. And again, heel toeing that left leg forward just a touch if you want. Untucking that right toe. Ah, yes, inhale, Anjaneyasana. I love the Sanskrit names for these poses. Anjaneyasana. It always reminds me of like making jam for some reason, like Anjaneyasana. I don't know why. Anyway, inhale deeply. And exhale, frame the front foot, bring the back foot to meet it, forward fold, and breathe. And then inhale, arms rise overhead, hands to heart center, connecting with our intention. Inhale, arms rise, exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, right foot goes back. Keep the right knee lifted this time, and just really make sure you're coming up on the ball of that right foot. So not like that, like that. Ball of the right foot. And then inhale, good. By being on the ball of the right foot and making sure that right heel is lifted, you're going to make sure that whole back leg is engaged. That left hip and that right hip need to be square. So maybe you need to turn that left hip back. Usually, honestly, it is the case that the left hip needs to come back slightly so that right hip can come forward so you're square. Good. You can then come deeper into that front knee. Just be careful that that front knee doesn't go over that line of 90 degrees. Inhale, arms rising up overhead. High lunge. Exhale, frame the front foot, bring it to meet the back, downward facing dog. And inhale, rolling forward into plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest and chin, or Chaturanga once again, whichever you choose. Inhale, baby cobra or upward dog. Again, there's no right answer. Exhaling over, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, right leg goes high, stepping it through. And we're going to bring that right arm up for a twist. Nice, left arm stays down. Left heel engaged, left heel lifted. Ah, nice deep twist. Breathing low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And on the exhale, framing that right foot. Bring the left foot to meet it, forward fold. Inhale, arms rising overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, left foot back, left heel lifted. Keeping that left heel lifted as we inhale, arms rise. And again, square those hips off. So it's usually that that right hip needs to come back slightly to square off, and that left hip needs to come forward. But we're all built differently. Keeping that left heel lifted means the entire left thigh is engaged, and that means you can actually come slightly more deeply into that right hip. But keep the hips square before you rise those arms up overhead. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, and upper chest. Very nice. Exhale, framing that front foot, bringing it to meet the back foot, down dog. Inhale, rolling forward. And again, checking your choice of flow. So, Anjaneyasana, Chaturanga Dandasana, or if you choose knees, chest and chin, that's also an option. So, at this point, left leg goes high on the inhale, stepping through between the hands, right arm straight down on the ground. Keep that right heel engaged, so that entire right leg is engaged. Inhale, opening the left arm up to the ceiling. Good. Low belly breath, mid belly, upper chest. See if you can look right up at that thumb. Nice. And on the exhale, framing the front foot, bringing the back foot to meet it, forward fold. What a delight. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, reconnecting with our intention. Good. So that's 2 rounds of sun sails. We're going to take another round, I think, just because it's feeling very nourishing. And I'm forgetting all about that computer cable that I had earlier. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And on the exhale, bring that right foot to the back, keeping that right knee lifted. Good. This time on the right, we'll raise that right arm back, left arm forward. So the ball of the right foot is engaged. We're in this nice high lunge twist here. That left knee, you can heel toe that left foot forward. Again, just don't bring that left knee over the line of 90, right? And inhale to look back. Nice high lunge twist. Low belly breath, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhale, bring it forward to meet the front. Bring that front foot to meet the back, downward facing dog. And take your choice of flow. Or if you'd like to stay there in downward dog, I'll meet you there. No pressure. No right or wrong answer. It's your flow. So take it on your terms. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, step the right leg through. And inhale, keeping that left leg lifted. Up into a high lunge. Nice. Going to clasp the hands behind me there. Just bring them behind the line. See? So what that's doing, keeping that low belly engaged, keeping that back heel engaged, but just by bringing the hands behind us, it enables a slight back bend in the upper spine. Yeah? Good. On the exhale, maybe you can come slightly more deeply into that right knee. Don't go over the 90-degree line. And on the exhale, framing that front foot and bring the back foot to meet it. Forward fold. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with our intention. Same thing other side. Arms rise on the inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, left elbow, left ankle. One of the joints going back. And again, this time on the inhale, coming up and taking that twist the other direction. So I can heel toe that right foot forward, just to deepen my expression. And I can look back at that left arm, inhaling deeply from that lower belly into the upper chest here. And exhaling, maybe twisting slightly more deeply. And then on the exhale, framing the front foot, bringing it to meet the back, downward facing dog. Taking a flow here if you choose. Very nice. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, step the left leg through. And inhale, coming up into that lunge again. Keeping those hips nice and square towards the front. Keeping that right heel engaged. And then just clasping those hands behind. So that we have that nice, I'm actually putting my hands in prayer behind the head. It's just a sort of pillow for the head, but don't lean onto it. You want to keep this low belly engaged so that you're bending from the very upper back. That lower back is not crunching at all. Yeah? Inhale, low belly, mid belly. Feel the chest opening as you fill it with breath. And exhale, framing the front foot, bringing the back foot to meet it. Forward fold. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale again. Next inhale, ragdolling up. Arms rising overhead and hands to heart center. Reconnecting with our intention. You should feel nice and warm, a little bit of sweat coming on. That's where we want to be right now. If we were a piece of clay, I don't know who the potter is, let's not get too deeply into the metaphor, but it's like we're ready to be worked. We're on the wheel, we're ready to kind of like make some shapes with our clay at this point. So you should feel all through the body, like even my hands kind of feel ready to work. And that's the goal of our kind of breathing. Yeah, center, find our body, find our mind in the body, and just arriving here. Yeah, that's the goal. Now we can do some delicious standing series. So inhaling, arms rising overhead, slight back bend there, and I'm coming into the tiptoes. Yeah, just balance as you look up at the hands. Oh, that's challenging. Inhale, looking up at the hands. Balancing on the toes. You might fall, that's okay. And then exhale, coming back down. Folding forward at the hips. Inhaling, halfway lift. And then exhale, step it back to that downward dog. Just arrive here. This is going to be the basis of our standing series today. A nice solid downward dog. So let's find our position. Maybe the heels are lifted, that's fine. Maybe the belly is connected to the upper thighs. Goal here is to bring those ears between the shoulder blades. Really get a nice stretch all through the line of the back. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly and upper chest. And exhaling. Shake it off. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. Haters gonna hate. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, right leg goes high. High as you can now. Nice. Right toes square to the mat. And I'm just going to bring them over just to open up that right hip. So I'm inhaling, I'm taking some circles clockwise and then anti-clockwise on the exhale. Nice. And I'm just bringing that right knee to the right elbow. Should be quite demanding, quite a tasty little stretch that. Inhaling back, right toes straight to the mat. And then the exhale, right toes inside the right, heel toeing that foot towards the right hand. Bring that left foot down to a 45-degree angle, and then coming up once again. We know this shape because our hips are nice and square. Only difference is that back foot is down on the mat this time. We're not in a lunge, we're in a warrior, yeah? And actually, those hips are still square to the front of the mat. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Ask yourself, as I look forward, is my chest open at the front towards the front of the mat, or am I angled one way or the other? You want the chest towards the front so that you can really breathe deeply. Again, if there is any back bend, it's coming right from the top of the back. That low belly is sucked into the spine, and that lower back is engaged and not crunching. Yeah? Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then exhaling down, heel toe in the right foot so that the heel is in the line midway through that left foot, and then bring that right arm up and the left arm. Warrior two. Now, I can see from my posture, there's a long way I can take that right knee before it goes to that 90-degree line. Yeah, so look at your feet, look at your alignment. Are your shoulders above the hips? Good. Inhaling, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. Can I come more deeply? Can I bring that knee out towards the line of that right pinky toe? Any more deeply? Good. Inhale, turn the right hand, and let's flip it up a little. Oh, nice, peaceful warrior. Feeling that stretch all the way up the right side body. That's a delicious little stretch there. And exhale. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then exhale, bring that right arm down so that we have this nice, I guess we call this forward fold. It's an extended, what is it? It's a wide-legged forward fold is what it is. So inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, just bringing those elbows between the line of the legs. Inhale, and exhale. No pressure. If you have a block, you might want to bring it down below the line of the head, just to tell yourself how far the crown of the head is towards the mat. Maybe you can bring the head to the mat. I'm not judging. There's no winners and no losers. You do what works for you. Inhale deeply. Make sure the toes are in and the heels are out. So my toes are facing in, my heels are facing out. That's preventing any injury or overstretching of the hamstrings. Yeah? Inhale deeply. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. And then just walk in on the exhale so that the hands frame that right foot. And then I can bring that right foot to the back for a nice downward facing dog. Nice. Now, you can take the flow or you can rest. If you want to take the flow, we're taking it on the inhale and then the exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale over. But if you didn't want to take the flow, you'll see me right here. That's good. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, set that left leg, left knee and left elbow to me. Ooh, that's a bit cheeky. Inhale back. And then just open up the hip the other way. Yeah, so inhale for a little bit of anti-clockwise action. And exhale for a bit of the other clockwise action. Whichever way you go, you just want to feel that hip nice and open. And then inhale, rise that foot up. Exhale, step that left foot through. Left foot, left toes towards that left hand here. Right foot coming down to a 45-degree angle on the mat, so that as I inhale, good. And now I can heel toe that left foot slightly more forward, so that I can get a slightly deeper expression of the pose. Just want to make sure all four corners of that back foot are engaged, so that the back thigh is engaged. Yeah? I want to feel stable on the mat, so I can come to any point as long as I'm not over that 90-degree line. Where are my hips? Are they square to the front? Yes. Inhale, good. If there is a back bend, it's from the top. This navel sucked into the spine and there's no crunching in the lower back. Inhaling deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then exhaling down, heel toeing that left foot over so that the line of the left foot is in the midline of the right foot. Good. That makes sense? So that foot's intersecting the back foot. Inhale, good. How are we doing? Are your shoulders above the line of your hips? If they are, you're doing great. Can you look back at that back foot? Can you look at the front? Hand. Inhale, deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale. On the inhale, turn the left hand. Come up for a lovely, peaceful warrior. It's an oxymoron. A peaceful warrior. Of course, most warriors actually would prefer to be peaceful most of the time. Most of us don't really like fighting. And on the exhale, just bringing that hand down. We're going to take extended side angle on the other side of the mat. I'm going to come and face you just so you don't get 3 minutes of my buttocks. Right, so delicious, extended, wide-legged forward fold. So again, my toes facing in, my ankles facing out. Yeah? If you have blocks, you can inhale for that nice flat back, and then exhale, you can use them maybe between the line, just to bring the head beneath. Good. Inhale. I can smell that adaptive oil. It's one of the great reasons essential oils are actually quite good to use in your yoga practice. Because if you're trying to bring an element of healing or an element of calm, or perhaps just opposite to whatever you were feeling before, sometimes I use lemon just to wake myself up. Good. Next inhale, take the flat back again. And then walk those hands to the front of the mat. Yeah? Whichever foot is in front, bring it to the back for a downward facing dog. So we've got both feet back now, downward dog. And take a flow here if you want one. If you don't, stay in downward dog. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. Sometimes there's a point in the practice where everything just clicks in and you think, yeah, that's why I came to yoga. Sometimes it doesn't happen. You still think, maybe that's why I came to yoga. Trying not to be attached to any outcome in our practice. And at the same time, not being attached to the person we were when we came in. Good. Inhale, left leg goes high this time. Keep those left toes square. Step the left leg through, and inhale. Bring that right foot down to 45 for our warrior one. Quick exhale down into warrior two. Quick inhale up into our peaceful warrior. This time we're not going to come back into the wide angle, wide-legged forward fold. But on the exhale, we are going to bring that left hand down to a block just inside the line of the left leg. Or if you like, you can bring that left elbow to the left knee. Yeah. Main thing here actually isn't the left side at all. It's the right side. You see there, I'm sort of bending over. What we want to do is open that right chest up so that there's a nice long line of energy along from the right foot all the way up that right leg, and then up, so that as you inhale, you can look up and bring that right arm over you. On the exhale, you can bring that right arm over. Oh, that's nice. Extended side angle. Now, if your arm is on the left knee here, and you'd like a more demanding pose, you can take one. You don't have to though. If you want it, inhale, bring that left arm up so it's parallel with the right. What? That's crazy, crazy pose. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. Hold the pose. Inhale, lower belly, mid belly, upper chest. And exhale, framing that left foot. Nice, well done. Bring the left foot to the right, downward facing dog. I love that pose. Feel fantastic when I'm in it. Take a flow if you want one. Inhale, rolling forward. Exhale, calming down with control. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, coming over. And we'll go the other way. So, inhale, right leg going high this time, keeping those toes square. Exhale, right leg coming through. Back foot down at 45. Inhale up, warrior one, but quickly on the exhale, warrior two. Again, heel turning that right foot over, squaring off the back foot. Inhale, turning that right hand up into a peaceful warrior. And then now on the exhale, your choice, wherever you were, if you want the foot, if you want the block on the inside of that right hand, you can take it, or if you want the hand on the right knee, you can take it. But the actual line you want is that one, yeah? That's the straight line you want. So you can bend as deep as you want into this right foot, as long as you don't go over that 90-degree angle. But the thing you're really looking to get is that opening of the chest. That means you can bring that left arm up. Nice, look up. And then exhale. Oh, it's coming over. Look up at that left hand. Fantastic. Nice extended side angle. And again, there's no pressure. If you took it on the other side, I'd encourage you to take it on this side, just for balance. So on the inhale, oh, bringing that hand up. Making sure that core is engaged. Inhale deeply, low belly. I'm actually twisting with the chest here. And inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. And then with control on the exhale, framing the right foot. We don't want to collapse out of these demanding postures. We want to do so with control. Now, if you choose to, here, I'm going to bring the right foot back, downward dog. You can rest up here in downward dog. You can take a child's pose if you want one. Or if you want to take a flow with me, I'm going to inhale and roll forward. I'm going to exhale and come down. And I'm going to inhale and come up. And I'm going to exhale and come over. Nice. So we're in a lovely downward facing dog. I really love the flowy aspect of this practice, the vinyasa flow. So, you know, some postures become familiar. Even if they're familiar, the mind may be moving differently at this point. Maybe there's a sort of excitement or a nervous energy being released, or maybe we're finding a sort of sense of calm with the breath. Just listen to your body right now and let it tell you what it's got to say. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, exhale. Good. Inhale, right leg going high. Exhale, right leg stepping through. Coming up to our warrior two. So straight into warrior two. Yeah? Good. Now, warrior two is going to become warrior three. So to do that, I'm going to bring the weight into this right leg. I'm just going to come up there, and I'm going to bring that weight into the right leg. Bringing that left leg off the ground, and then bringing my hands in prayer to the chest, heart center. You can straighten that right leg if you've got that. You want that chest open and that nice sort of opening. Yeah, I'm going to come back a bit on my mat so I can demonstrate. Now, there's no reason why you shouldn't use blocks here. Yeah, if you want. What we're trying to get is that opening of the chest and that nice line through. Chest opens, nice line through the back, meeting up to that flex right foot. Yeah. If you want, you can bring your arms behind in a little Superman, or in front if there's room. I like them in heart center of prayer. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then exhale, bring that left foot to meet the weight, and just fold over, forward fold. Nice. Reward yourself there for that balance. And exhale. Inhale, I'm going to ragdoll up, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with my intention. Inhale, arms rising. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back into the downward dog. And again, you can stay here, or if you want to take a flow, you can take a flow on the inhale, roll forward. On the exhale, come down. On the inhale, come up. And on the exhale, roll over. Downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale, left leg going high. Exhale, left leg slipping through. Inhale, up to warrior two. Yeah? Nice. And then again, I'm going to bring the weight into the left foot, straightening up that right foot, warrior three. I'm going to make a bit more room at the mat, front of the mat for myself, so I can use the blocks, or I can bring the hands to heart center, flexing that right foot. You can straighten that left foot, if the left leg, if you're allowed to. If it's happy, you can bring the arms behind, little Superman action. You can bring the arms in front. I really like them in prayer here. Just enjoying that. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. On the exhale, bring that right foot to meet the left. And again, hand heavy, forward fold. Good. Inhale, arms rising overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with our intention. Inhale, arms rising. Exhaling, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, stepping back, downward facing dog. Taking a flow here, or meeting me in downward dog if you choose. Really love the way the breath shows us how to flow. So make sure you're moving with the breath at all times. Good. This time, inhale, the left leg going high. Exhale, the left leg slipping through. Good. This time, I'm going to bring the block inside the left knee. And I'm just going to use it to come up into extended side angle. Nice. Now, we've been here before, remember? So we've done this one, right? Now, I'm going to use this block and I'm going to come outside the left leg. So I'm in half moon pose. Yeah? Nice. Now, if you've got room in front of you, this is a fun time to try something new. So, let's try it. On the inhale, I'm going to bring that left arm up. Full moon pose. It's crazy, but if you can do it, just engage that core, flex that right foot. You can keep a bend in the left leg if you need, but that's when on the inhale, bring that left arm up, full moon pose. Really shine. Good. We'll try it one more time. Inhale. And on the exhale, coming down, bringing that right foot to meet the left. If you got into full moon pose, congratulations. If you didn't, congratulations. There really is no winner in this posture. There's no loss either. So just enjoy hanging over in a forward fold for a minute. And then inhaling, arms rising overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Reconnecting with our intention. Good. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Nice one. Good. This time, let's see. Right leg on the inhale. Right leg through on the exhale. Again, we're going to bring that block inside, just to prep here. Extended side angle. Nice. You'll need some room in front, so if you haven't got it, like I don't, it's time to make some. And again, that line of the left hip is what's most important here. So that's it. You might need to heel toe that right foot forward. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, coming over. And then we'll take our half moon. Bring the right arm outside the right leg. And inhale. Good. Now, I still don't have enough room, so I'm going to make some. Good. Nice. Now, you can keep a bend in that right foot. That's not the key thing. The most important thing is that navel sucks into the spine. It's the chest open. Good. And if you're feeling brave, inhale. Right. Full moon pose. Really opening the chest, really opening the back. Fantastic. We're doing so well. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. If you fall, that's cool. There's no winners and no losers in this. If you're in the pose, see if you can get more deep into it. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and then on the exhale, bring that left foot to meet the right, and hang over forward fold. Very good. Nice. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, step back, downward dog. You can rest in downward dog, or if you want to take the flow, I'm taking one on the inhale. Really up to you. Ask your body what it needs. That's the ticket. Really be responsive to the messages coming from your own body. That is yoga, that is union, yeah? Union of the body and the mind and the spirit with whatever it is you believe in or don't believe in. Union. Inhale, low belly, mid belly, upper chest. Exhale. Good. And we're going to come down here, just bringing the knees to the ground beneath us. Good. Inhale for a cow. Exhale for a cat. That's right. Good. I think we'll take a moment here, just in child's pose. Just enjoying that feeling of union. So again, inhale and exhale. I'll take 5 breaths in child's pose. I'll see you in a minute. Nice. On the inhale, just bring those hands up. Good. I'm going to tuck my toes here. Just open up the feet. Now, if you feel a lot of sensation in the feet and it's too much, you can always untuck them and come down. But if it's okay, let's just bring those arms out to the side and overhead. Just look up and just take some wrist circles here. Been a lot of energy expended on those wrists this morning, this afternoon, whenever you're practicing with me. So let's just loosen those wrists off. Nice deep breaths into those wrists. Nice bit of clicking. And again, just feeling the sensation in the feet as well. That nice opening. There's a lot of nerve endings in the feet. Just kind of opening up the feet and then coming over and again just tapping the tops of the feet there. Just to sort of loosen them off. Is something I quite like to do. Okay, we're going to come up and I'm bringing in my blocks behind me. So my blocks are within reach if I do that now. We'll take camel pose, but the most important thing here with camel pose is to remember we're not crunching that lower back. Yeah, if there's any bending, it's coming from the chest and the top, but my navel is sucked into the spine, and my lower back, it's not crunching. It's if anything, it feels kind of relaxed. Yeah, what we don't want to do is kind of jerk the body back into camel. Yeah, what we do want to do on our first expression is just inhale deeply and open the chest. I'm bringing those elbows towards each other, feeling that navel sucking in towards the spine. Nice inhale, opening the heart. Exhale, inhale, low belly breath, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. Oh, that's good. And again, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. If you'd like a more demanding expression, this is the time to check the alignment of the blocks behind you, and we'll bring our hands down to the blocks. Or if you're feeling particularly open in that chest today, and you can continue to bring those hips forward without crunching that lower back, you can bring the hands down to grab the ankles. Yeah? This is camel pose. So once again, inhaling, finding that burst bend, and then exhaling to reach back for your expression. Yeah? No crunchy in that back. The bend is coming from the upper chest and the upper spine. So if there is a feeling of crunching, then find the blocks. Yeah? I need to be careful not to show off in this pose, because actually when I show off, I don't get that proper bend, that proper expression in the upper back and the chest. Inhale, low belly, all the way into that really open chest. Feel the anxiety. Most of us never open our chests, our hearts like this on a daily basis, and it can be very anxiety inducing. Inhale, low belly. And all the way into the upper chest and exhale. The thing about freaking out in a yoga pose is you can always come out of it, find child's pose. But the other thing is you can find yourself sitting in these poses and really noticing that actually it's not hurting me, it's not injuring me, this is just unfamiliar. This is how we grow in yoga. Inhale, low belly. This is how we expand and extend our practice. And on the exhale, I'm going to gently come up. However I got into the pose, I'm coming out of it, yeah? And on the exhale, I'm coming down. I'm going to take the opposite pose. So I'm going to close that chest over in the child's pose, yeah? And again, take some deep breaths here. Deepest breath you've taken today. That's the spirit. Good. Coming back up now into a downward facing dog. However you want to get there is cool with me. Good. And then inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, right knee to right wrist. And I'm going to heel, I'm going to bring a block under my right hip. I'm going to bring my right ankle out so that my right calf is parallel with the front of the mat. Now, ideally that left leg straight, the toes untucked. Yeah, good, that's it. So bringing that chest around so that there's a nice bend, open chest, nice bend in the back there. All the way back, I'm looking back at that back foot. Could be a bit straight at that back leg, so I'm gonna make it straight as I can. Again, keeping this right foot flexed, just to avoid damaging the knee. Good, inhale. And exhale, maybe you can come down onto your elbows. Nice, you feel a nice deep stretch in that right hip there. That's a pigeon pose. Inhale, lower belly, mid belly, upper chest. And maybe you can bring the head further down for sleeping pigeon. Take 5 deep breaths. Good. Backing out of that pigeon, the way we came in. So chest open to the front, nice back bend. And then bringing that right leg high, 3-legged dog. And bring it back into the downward dog. Last chance for a flow here if you want one. Breathing through it. And then inhaling, left leg goes high. Left knee to left wrist. And again, block under the left hip. Yeah? Unless you're super flexible and you don't need it. I'm heel toeing that left foot out so that my left shin is parallel with the front of the mat. Keeping that left foot flexed so I don't injure this left knee. And again, bringing both arms out in front of me. Inhale, open up. I've got that nice bend in the back. Looking back, I want to make sure that right leg is straight and that those toes are untucked. Inhaling, opening the chest. And exhaling, coming down perhaps onto elbows. Ah, yes. And perhaps sleeping pigeon for 5 breaths. Coming out the way we went in, so on the inhale, coming back up, making sure that the chest's open. Nice. And then exhaling up into a 3-legged dog. Bring that left leg nice and high and bring it down. That's right. Very nice. Now, this is a good time for an inversion. So if you choose, maybe you want to take a handstand. I don't. I'm going to take a nice easy inversion here. So I'm bringing my glutes to the wall, and then I'm bringing my legs up the wall, and then I'm just going to hang out with Feet up the wall posture. Let's take 5 breaths here. This is the best posture for anxiety. Good, on the exhale, coming out of it, keeping it safe, so don't rush here. We may be warm, but we want to be careful of that tailbone. Bringing soles of the feet to the ground, up onto tippy toes, hopping those hips over to the right and bringing the knees down to the left. Again, you may need a block under those knees, just to keep that right shoulder down, looking over the right shoulder and breathing deeply. Low belly, all the way into the upper chest. Next inhale, bring those knees up to the midline, onto tippy toes. Just reset in the middle before the tippy toes come and the hips come over to the left. Then you can bring that block under the right knees, bring the knees down to the right, looking over the left shoulder. That's it. Inhale deeply, low belly, mid belly, upper chest, and exhale. Once again. And one more deep belly breath here. Good. Inhale, bring those feet up. I'm going to hug my knees into my chest, give myself a nice hug. Oh, yes, well done, mate. Bringing the feet up. Happy baby pose. So holding the outside line of those feet, just feeling the deep stretch in the hamstrings and the hips there. Inhaling into it. And exhale. At this point, if there's any posture you'd like to take, please take it. You're more than welcome. Take 3 or 4 breaths in that posture, and then I'll meet you in Shavasana. So when you're ready, meet me in Shavasana. Maybe you want to come into Shavasana now. That's totally cool. So if you have some extra time and you want to take a longer Shavasana, feel free to do so. You might want to just pause my recording now and just take maybe 5 or 10 minutes. If you're under pressure to finish on time, like I am, then we're going to move through Shavasana. So if you want to pause, take a longer Shavasana, do so now. And if you want to keep joining with me, then we're going to move forward. Thanks. So I hope your Shavasana was restorative, however you took it. Inhale, just rolling, bringing maybe some breath into the fingertips and the toes, and rolling onto one side or the other. Just enjoying the support that the mat gives you in that fetal position. Before pressing up on that hand and coming into a closing seat. Hope that you feel maybe some awareness of the body. You may not have changed your mood at all through the practice, but maybe you're more aware of your mood. Maybe nothing happened for you. Or maybe through that practice you had an absolutely amazing time and you can't wait to join me for more yoga. Whichever, I am grateful to you for joining me on the mat here today. Let's inhale for Om. Om. Namaste. Thanks so much. Plenty more of this at mattdavisyoga.com. You're brilliant. I actually did forget my stupid cable experience from Must be doing something right. See you soon.